Hello there, everyone, and welcome to a commentary on Lego Venom, the short series I released in 2020. I made this across about 9 months. I made this first episode across 2 days in March last year, or 2 years ago now, in 2020. And as it progressed, the episodes got longer to make. I think because maybe I was like too much at once, maybe. My first big stop motion. But anyway, I think that when I released Squad 66, I thought that it was really good. And I'm still proud of it. But looking back after what I've done, Lego Venom specifically, it does start to feel dated. My voice acting, I'm not great in Lego Venom either, but like talking about like stuttering, like it's like what's our current situation, you know, I like stuff like that. And some of the writing just isn't as good as Lego Venom. But Squad 66 is very much action focused. Whereas Lego Venom is more character driven. Squad 66 is an action series. It's, I'd say, probably 80% action, 20% other stuff. This series I first kind of thought of in about summer 2019. Two things that inspired me were the stop motion Capital Strike by World City Studios and Castle Cyclops' Clone Wars things. And the Castle Cyclops' one used the General Zack minifig. It's not called General Zack in that stop motion or the actual figure, but it is in my thing. I was like, I need that figure, and I watched a M&R Productions minifigure showcase, and he showed the figure, and it's from a battle pack. I was like, yes, great. So I found the figure, and Jeff was in it as well. And it's like, Squad 66. Just at some point, I was like, I'm going to make this Star Wars series. And this episode was the one I think I probably had planned out the most. I had other moments, like, I always knew I wanted to have like, they go to, like, an abandoned base in episode 2, or the end of this one, and then episode 2, when they have Dooku. Episode 3, Hunted. It was always, the plot lines were always figured out, but, like, this, I knew I was going to have the clones, the Squad 66 fighting the droids, then Ki-Adi-Mundi fighting Count Dooku, then they all come in and help him. The first bit, this is called like Battle for Naboo or something. I can't remember the name honestly, but the actual battle for Naboo, which is because this is like against Dooku, like Battle for Naboo, clones versus droids, is not really the highlight of this episode as I probably wanted it to be. But I think I do think this lightsaber fight's quite cool. I'd say the biggest problem with Squad 66, or one of the biggest problems, is various problems. The editing, voices, everything. It's probably just like not enough character. Like, you don't know a thing about any of the characters apart from the ones that already exist, and that's one of my bigger regrets I hope to fix with the films. These text openings. I didn't want to make like big actual Star Wars ones, like in the films, but I didn't. Overall, I don't think they're great, especially the way they fade in and out. I didn't actually make them fade. I used them on stop motion studio itself, and at least I don't know how to do that. Make them fade properly. It was like I did it for the first thing. I'm gonna do it all the way through, even after I did know how to do it on my editing app. And it's just so you can get straight into the episode rather than have like a minute or so of exposition from Yoda or Mace Windu or someone, or just the clones. I think this and episode 1 and episode 2 are probably tied around which one is like for quality, I'd say. They both are very different episodes. It's also carrying on directly from each other. Also, I should mention I'm using the original episodes, not the Squad 66, the complete series 1, because I deleted that off my phone like a fool instead of these ones. So when it comes down to the changes, I think there's only at the credits and in episode 5 are the only 2 big changes, but I'll try and remember to address them. Well, I will address them. This episode introduces our main villain of the series, the Mystery Sith, voiced by my brother. We don't hear his voice till episode 4. I think there's an interesting idea, the Mystery Sith, that I didn't quite execute as good as I should have. Some of the camera shots are just so bad. You can see my house and see there. This was one of the scenes I always imagined for ages. This kind of fight between Lewis and the commando droid. And Lewis's death. I experimented with various different ones, but I ended on the decapitation, which has kind of become a thing I'm going to do in all my stop motions, I guess.
What are we going to do? Let's go.
I'd say this is the first bit where it really suffers from the lack of character. You can understand the brothers like clone troopers are, but it's more like, whoa, that guy just got decapitated. Rather than, Lewis, no. Everyone joked, like Valesca and everyone saying, like, no, in the live chat, I remember. But you don't care about Lewis. Let's be honest. I think when I tried to pull emotion, it just didn't work. Because of the character, and I think that's why I should have been slower. I know that even in Lego Venom, the characters aren't great, but I think it's done better there. Maybe. Episode 3, the shortest episode, and in my opinion, the worst episode. I don't know why. So episode 1, I made across 2 days. Episode 2 took me like a week. Episode 3 just took me like a month because I kept taking big breaks, and I don't know why. And I regret it so much because I could have gotten this episode out in the summer as I originally planned. But this was really like an experiment episode. They are technically, they are running. I was like, I'm going to try out running. And I'm sure it looks quite cool. This is the first one where I did like proper jumps. You can see Kai jumps in episode 1, but you can see the pieces but underneath him still. And really, I honestly think this should have been one of the best episodes, but you see right there, it looks, none of my effects look great, but some of them in this episode especially, and I guess it's passable because it's my first try at it, aside from that little video I made. I did a backflip, you should go watch it. But it honestly should have been the best episode, or one of the best episodes, but it just wasn't. And eventually, like Lego Venom, I hope to release the Spider Cut, or whatever I'll call it.
Hello there.
He said hello there. Yeah, I gotta say that. I think. I hope definitely for this one I'm gonna remake it, probably.
Okay?
Hopefully for the 10th anniversary, which is Squad 66 is gonna be 2 years. This year, 2 years old this year, which is kind of mad. But that's in near the end of the year. But in 8 years' time, pretty much, I'll remake the series. But yeah, those are the first few episodes of Squad 66. Thank you, chaps, so much for watching this second commentary. Next week will be the next 3 episodes of the series. It was a lot shorter than the Lego Venom one, obviously. But either way, I hope you found it interesting to hear some of the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, bye.